Okay, so before we get into even the introductory video on this course, I just wanted to give you a couple of tips on how best to approach this video course. So just a few basic points before we get started. So number one here is be active through the process. Do make sure that you're taking notes. The content of the videos is quite dense, so you will need to take notes as you go through them. Don't just kind of passively sit there just watching the material. Do take notes, be active in the process. The second point here is there are instances through the series where I ask you to pause the video and go and do a task. Now, I really have to emphasize it's important that you do that. So don't just kind of skip through the pause and then get on to the next bit of material. Don't fall into that temptation. Do make sure that you pause the video, go away and do the task before you continue on. Okay, so that's going to help you to get more out of this series, because you're going to be more engaged and you're actually going to be taking on a few bits of work, doing a few tasks through the process. Okay, and the last point I'm just going to make here is take your time through this process. I would advocate probably watching no more than one video per day and doing the exercises associated with that video. And depending on how much time you have, you may even just watch one video per week. The exception to this would be if you really don't have any time at all left, it's the last day or two before the exam, then obviously in that case you could just work through things all in a day or two. But the way you're going to get most benefit from this series is through taking your time, doing the exercises and allowing that knowledge to build over a period of hopefully weeks and months rather than hours and days. So those are just a few basic pointers to help you to get the most out of this series. So in the next video I will introduce the course more fully, but this is just a pre-intro video really to give you some tips on how to approach things. So I will see you again in the next video.